Let's get physical, it's Jordan here, back again with this week's update and all the physical releases coming to the Nintendo Switch, January 13th until the 17th. Now, last week I did mention I was going to go on vacation. Sadly, hasn't happened yet. We've come across a few hurdles, but I'll be going soon. But thank you for your advice last week. I think I've sorted my problem, and yeah, let's see what we've got this week. Tales of Graces F Remastered is a wonderful looking JRPG, a port of a game from the Wii and PS3 era. I've been playing this on my PS5, on which it's also releasing alongside PS4, Xbox and Switch, and I've been loving it. I will have a video later this week, but if you like the Tales games of this era, like Vesperia, Symphonia, Abyss, then you'll definitely enjoy this. When it originally released, I think people looked down on it because it wasn't like a big blockbuster JRPG of its peers like Final Fantasy, but hey, I think it's aged beautifully. If you want a great 50-hour JRPG, then you will definitely need this in your collection. And my executive producers, Jennifer M, Ghost Bune, The Nemo 6, Vey, Adamantium, Robotech, Kevin W, Feig, Sora Cat, and Lewis K have chosen this as their pick of the week. And if you want it or any of the retail games in this video, then please consider purchasing via the links in the description and the pinned comment. That massively helps me out and this series to keep producing physical content for you guys. VGP are a really good company with cheap prices and favorable Canadian money and free worldwide shipping on orders over 8 Canadian bucks, which is I think like $55 US right now. Plus each week, if you buy something, you are put into a draw to have a chance of winning a $10 discount coupon. And this week's winner is Jared B. Congratulations, Jared. You should get an email from VGP if you haven't already with your $10 discount coupon very soon. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. DK is back again, not in stereoscopic 3D anymore, but in HD. DK bringing all the different flavors of D. Hopefully we don't get the ST kind in the future. What am I talking about? A great game! Donkey Kong Country Returns is a fantastic platformer. I loved every second of it when I played it on my 3DS back in the day. Interestingly, this Switch version is like 3 times more expensive than what I paid for the 3DS release not long after launch, but it is what it is, and what it is fantastic. Now, I bring up the pricing because as with most first-party Nintendo titles, Japan is not asking for $60 for it. They're not as insane, but also they have a weak economy right now, and so you can get a Japanese copy from Play Asia, which has English, for just $40. You could have got it even cheaper if you took advantage of one of those 3 for $100 deals. But yeah, Japanese is also an option, and I've linked that down below as well. And my executive producers, Super Ben Julio, Offphone, Dane Wilkinson, Issa, God of Resin, Josh Foot, Alex M, Dave Huswaite, JCross7776, and Instacritic have chosen this as their pick of the week. Triggerheart EXELICA is finally getting a Western physical release. Readout Games really took their time with this one, almost too late in fact. It's a bit embarrassing because Japan literally just announced a new version of this release, an enhanced complete edition apparently for April. I don't know if that has English or not, but still, to see an enhanced version coming out just as Red Arc Games finally released this one, it is a bit sad. But yeah, there are various editions available too in North America, a standard and a special edition, which is sold out at VGP. It was an exclusive there. Europe has a standard edition as well as a deluxe edition, which is exclusive to redartgames.com. That was limited to just 500 copies. It's still available. They also have a collector's edition, which is again still available, and if you order from redartgames.com with the links down below in the description, you can also get 10% off with my new discount code for Red Arc Games, Jordan10. Yes, I have asked to stop using SWatch10 because I want to be associated with Switchwatch as little as possible these days. And my executive producers, Dave Horworth, Ishin, and Wixit, have chosen this as their pick of the week. Truck and Logistics Simulator is releasing in North America this week, and I believe it's getting a second, wider release in Europe this week too. It did get a small release over there already, but what is there to say about this masterpiece? If you are Terry the forklift driver, a legend in his own warehouse, this is probably going to be the game for you. keep on forking. Alright, the low print releases. Again, it's just limited run. Magical Drop 6 is one of limited run's releases this week. Incredibly random considering the last time this game was attempted to get a physical release in the West, it failed due to low pre-order numbers. But I guess limited run don't care, or maybe they had to take this one from Forever Entertainment in order to sign something a bit more worthwhile. That's how it works sometimes. I think if you originally did want this game, you probably already own the Japanese physical release, which is cheaper than limited runs. Although limited runs is likely to be complete on cart considering the publisher cancelled half of the promised DLC. But what is there to say? If you like action puzzle games, you can't go wrong with Magical Drop. The ones that I've played I've really enjoyed, but they do kick my arse. And my executive producer Brent McLean has chosen this as his pick of the week. Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered is Limited Run's second and biggest game this week, with a little bit of confusion surrounding it. When they originally put it up for sale, it was advertised as a limited run numbered release, but soon after, they changed the wording to make it a distribution title, so it appears that limited run only have an exclusive for the slipcover version. This will probably be at retail later on, just like what happened with the Tomb Raider trilogy. That's not confirmed, since they don't want to confirm it to take away sales from this version, but it is very highly likely, and hopefully too, since there's been a huge amount of positivity about this double pack of remasters from Night Dive. I haven't played either of these games to give a proper opinion, but they are very highly regarded. And my executive producers, Cartoon Soren, Fallen Metal Luna, Punky Dooster, and my brand new executive, Jake Vav, have chosen this as their pick of the week. In Japan, there's not that much to import this week. There's only 2 games releasing over there, neither of which have English, but just remember, if there is anything you want to order from Play Asia, you can use my discount code Jordan2025 for 5% off. Okay, let's jump into the community spotlight. Executive producer Dave Hallworth sent in this photo showing off the first 2 Valis collections, the better 2. Of course, there is the third one, which should be out in the wild by now from Limited Run. It's just a shame that they weren't all on the same cartridge. The one sent in this photo picking up a bunch of RPGs that'll probably last most of this year. Good luck finding the time to play them all. Evil McLeod got an East Memoir. I am a little bit disappointed in myself because I did ask for a review code for this, but it must have been in my Switchwatch email, which I lost access to, so there's probably a perfectly good download code for this game lost to the ether. Tangerine Carl sent in this photo with some Red Art Games releases. That record of Lodos War is the complete on cartridge version, no update required. How do I know that? Because they censored the cover. You can now see that her cleavage is completely covered up. Think of the children, will you? Tracy Y sent in this photo showing off the Mika and the Witch's Mountain, which is the Kickstarter version, but that's still a Japanese copy. It is getting a Japanese retail release in a couple of months, I think it's March, and I wonder, is there actually going to be an official Western version? I don't know. Executive producer Instacritic sent in this photo showing off the Japanese Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Why that one? Well, because this gold edition has all the content on the cartridge. The Western version is just a download voucher for the DLC, so Japan is the way to go. It's only like $20 as well. Robin H sent in this photo, and he told me the Patrick Star game isn't as bad as one would think. I'll take your word for it. Stefan N sent in this photo, having waited almost 3 years for Strictly Limited Games to send him this collector's edition. That is an unbelievable wait. Executive producer Lewis K sent in this photo showing off the refined edition of East Memoir, which is the only edition available in North America. I appreciate what XC do most of the time, but it would be nice if they offered a cheaper standard edition like Europe does. Pab sent in this photo showing off Goat Simulator 3, which I've started playing with my daughter again, and it's just a stroke of genius. You'd think the joke would wear off, but no, it just manages to keep being funny with every costume you unlock or secret you find. Andrew R sent in this photo. Tactical RPG fans, you may not be aware that Reverie Nights is a European exclusive physical release. Reg sent in this photo showing off the Japanese edition of Chicory, which looks absolutely stunning. Gorgeous little collector's edition. Theo sent in this photo showing off the North American exclusive of Record of Agarest War, which is currently discounted at VGP. Strategy RPG fans may want to take a look at it. For 25 bucks, seems like a good price to me. Executive producer Adamantium sent in this photo, picking up Luigi's Mansion 2, which I really like, but I think it may break my heart playing it without the 3D effect from the 3DS. Come on, Switch 2, bring back stereoscopic 3D, you cowards! Ashura G sent in this photo with the lenticular cover version of Little Big Adventure. That is a signature Microids edition, usually quite ill-fitting as well, like they cut it just a tad too small. Yum Yum Game sent in this photo showing off the remake and the remake of the remake. Personally, I'm gonna wait for the remake of the remake of the remake just to be sure. Executive producer Azura sent in this photo, which includes Unto the End, which is a game that somehow is physical only now since the game was deleted from the eShop. You can't buy it digitally on the Switch anymore. Executive producer Precision Plague sent in this photo picking up Mutants Unleashed. Like, is that any good? There was a slew of Turtles games recently, and I don't know how to separate the good ones from the sewage. Executive producer God of Resin sent in this photo, which includes the now sold out limited edition of Tokyo Clan Pool. There is only the standard edition left if you want it. Executive producer Ghost Bune sent in this photo showing off the cleverly designed Fashion Dreamer box art. Can you see what they did? They did a different one for each region as well, so that almost makes me want to buy them all, even though I have no interest in playing the game. Executive producer Cartoon Soren sent in this photo with Spy Cross Anya, a peculiar game that didn't get a North American physical release. I can kind of understand why, but it's supposedly a cute game that's very unique. Rainbow Pickle sent in this photo picking up the PlayStation 4 version of Pixel Remaster. Enjoy spending the year completing all 6 games. Executive producer JCross7776 also showing off the limited edition of Tokyo Clan Pool with this rather saucy sticker. That is an image from the game, by the way. Pretty early on, I had to make sure my daughter was at school while I was playing this one. Cresselac sent in this photo, somehow doubling up on card and CL. Was that a mistake? I'm sure Inti Creates won't mind. Tap and the Nap sent in this photo showing that Goblin Slayer did finally release in North America after delay. Also, Shadowverse, that has also been delisted from the eShop as well, so now that is a physical only release. Executive producer Kevin W sent in this photo showing off 3 really interesting games. Only played one of them, but some people were devastated that Yars Rising was not in the Games of the Year list. Scumbag sent in this photo with a nice Now, I won't go there. Nintendo wouldn't like that. Tokyo Clan Pool. Yeah, who knows if this game will ever be allowed on the eShop in the West. And that's it. That's everyone who sent in a photo. You can send me your photos on Twitter at SoWhatAboutGame, DM me, okay? Or you can send it via email. Now, this is important. Due to, shall we say, some annoyances with Switchwatch, my former home, I want to distance myself from them like 100%. So the email for this will now be physicalparadise@gmail.com, okay? Send your photos there, not Switchwatch Spotlight, okay? That's gone. It's gone. Or you can send it via Discord. The server link should be below. Only 1 picture per week, guys, okay? As always, special thanks to my executive producers, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Brent McLean, Alexander Cato, JCross7776, Punky Dooster, Cartoon Soren, Robotech, Raven Knight, Fawn Metaluna, Issa, Vey, Offphone, Instacritic, Precision Play, Alex M, Feig, Josh Foot, Ishin, Lewis K, Kevin W, Jennifer M, Super Ben Julio, Double Dave, Husway and Horworth, Wixit, Sora Cat, The Nemo 6, Ghost Bune, G Bautista 100, Rose, Adamantium, Azrath, and my brand new executive producer, Jake Vav. Thank you so much for your support, plus you. Yeah, you watching right now, you're a legend too, don't you know? Because you help the watch time. The longer you watch, the more it helps me out. So if you did watch all the way through, please leave me a gorilla emoji in the comments in honor of Donkey Kong. Is Donkey Kong a gorilla or is he an ape? Or are they the same thing? I don't know. I wanted to be a zoologist and I haven't got a clue. Anyways, please go check out some of my other stuff. I'm pretty sure I've got like a video per day going out just to, you know, give you guys some useful physical content. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care.